Happy Monday, everyone. Time for another live commentary. Today, we're taking a look at another bout from the website, this one between Ben Kleibrink of Germany on the left and Eduardo Luperi of Italy on the right. 3, 2, 1, play. Oh, gotta adjust the audio. Had it a little higher than usual. Alright, so this is a round of 64 bout from the Bonn World Cup, I believe 2017. So this is a pretty old one, but luckily I hadn't seen it before, so able to cover it now. Ben Kleibrink. Actually, I believe I've talked about both these fencers a couple times before. Luperi is definitely one of the not absolute top tier Italians, but the tier like right below that, and he's also still pretty young. Kleibrink is a very old school German fencer, definitely one of the old guard there, along with Jopek. The two of them have been pretty much a staple of the German team since the early 2000s. So this will also be kind of like the previous one between Bueno and Boubakri, youth and enthusiasm versus age and experience, and we'll see which of the two can surmount the other. Don't see either fencer on the strip yet, so this might be a little bit of awkward downtime before the fencing actually starts. In fact, I might fast forward this in post just to get to the action a little faster, because there's not really much to say. I mean, Kleibrink's left-handed, so there is that. I'm pretty sure Luperi's right-handed. Luperi also likes actually a lot of the Italian juniors, and recently graduated juniors who are now seniors of the Italian team, kind of favor a sort of leany forward, kind of twisty on-guard position. Makes them very hard to hit. As well, the older German team, so Kleibrink, Jopek, and to a lesser extent Sanita, all like very counterattack heavy style, and are also very hard to hit. They can pull off some pretty interesting contortions when they need to. So this might be just counterattack versus counterattack. Who really knows? Oh, Luperi's a lefty, I forgot. But yeah, you can see Luperi's on guard pretty low and pretty forward. Kleibrink just bouncing around. He does this a lot on defense, very relaxed. And infighting, no touch. Potential for a yellow card there from Kleibrink. He did turn pretty far with his mask, but not quite enough for a card. Luperi finishes long, puts out point in line as Kleibrink tries to attack. Forestalls it, but Kleibrink gets a stop hit running away. Kleibrink does have quite superior reach to Luperi. He is a bit taller, so leveraging that stop hit very nicely. Luperi continues to march. Breaks it up every so often. There are little half retreats in there you can see that Kleibrink could potentially try and attack into. But Luperi keeps him pressed to the end. Eventually Kleibrink, I guess with another stop hit, goes off target. Another long finish by Luperi, but Kleibrink parries it. And another stop hit running away. So normally stop hits aren't usually that great to do on the very back line because they kind of require that you run away. But Kleibrink pushed like a tiny bit, like half a meter forward, and that was enough to give him enough space behind him that he could safely do that stop hit and end up with just his front foot on the strip still. Luperi finishes short, goes off target. I feel like he might alter a strategy from trying to push Kleibrink to the back because that clearly hasn't worked, but that's Kleibrink's attack. There may have been a little pause in there by Kleibrink, but felt like Luperi was a little late if he was going for an attack and prep. Also something to be said for lefty versus lefty bouts. In general, lefties tend to be pretty bad against other lefties. Not so much at this level, as they've seen enough lefties in their careers to pretty much know what to do, but there's a little factor. So we might see them miss some touches that would otherwise be fairly straightforward. Luperi tries to flash, goes off target again though. He's having trouble getting into a good distance for him. I feel like he's going to favor the close distance, as Kleibrink has quite obviously favored long distance so far. Luperi does catch him as he tries a twisty counterattack and goes off target again. Now Luperi also does feel a little bit fast with his attacks, so it does kind of make sense that Kleibrink would want to crush distance there, in addition to trying stop it, so seems like he has some options. Again, Luperi goes really long, but this time he finishes. Kleibrink was a little close to make a stop hit, tried parry or post instead, but I think Luperi just finished right through the attempted parry. Okay. Parry keeps marching slow. Kleibrink again just bounces in and out, finds the blade. Still the attack though, okay. There were a few blade contacts right in succession like da-da-da, so I think it was all just bouncing off by Luperi's beat. That's Kleibrink's speed attack, but oh, he got... If Kleibrink had just hit there right away, I think that would have been his, but he tried to, like, close out as he stepped past, and Luperi just waited for him to do so and then hit. Referee's halt was not really that late, so I don't think video review... Oh, okay, he wasn't asking for it. That's good. Oh, Luperi switches weapons. Interesting. And this is after he just got 3 touches in succession, so... I don't know if that's the right time for a break, psychologically speaking. I think he might actually just be having weapon problems, or I think he does. Really, if you're Luperi, you kind of want to keep that momentum going, I'd imagine. Here we go again. Kleibrink attacks. Okay. Okay, can't find a way through though. Luperi's got pretty good defense. And Luperi finishes past, goes off target. Does kind of feel still like Luperi's rushing a little bit towards the end of his attacks there. Kleibrink again tried a twisty counterattack looking thing. Long attack off the line by Kleibrink. Luperi escapes. Starts. Kleibrink gives him plenty of space. Searches. This is all good stuff. Luperi takes it back. Again, he goes past the target. Ooh, they were past though. Really? You're going to call that? Huh. I don't know about that. I felt like the ref left it a bit long to call halt. Again, Luperi can't find the target. Kleibrink with a deep preem remise. Felt like just a kind of scrappy action there. I don't think that was Kleibrink's plan at all. But again, Luperi having trouble hitting the target as he tends to overshoot it a little and end up too close. Luperi finishes long again. That's got to be Luperi's attack. Yep. Kleibrink tried another stop hit, but again, he was a little bit too close that time. Either that or Luperi's just attacking a little faster than he has been. Again, Luperi tries that infighting, but again, Kleibrink just sticks in preem. Goes off target again. Okay. Kleibrink tries to... Oh, he finishes. Nice. Okay. I was going to say, Kleibrink, based on his actions previously, I would lean more towards him finishing his attack deliberately short, causing Luperi to attack him, and then going for a counterattack, but just finishing straight works too. Luperi wasn't quite ready to parry that. Oh, that's... Kind of felt like Kleibrink's preparation, honestly. You could make a case for Luperi there. I think that's a pretty decent time to ask for a video review, if ever. Although I could definitely also see that staying with Kleibrink. Let's see what the call is. Still left attack. Okay. Luperi asks for a bit of clarification here. Yeah. If the ref saw that it wasn't enough of a stop to count, then it's not enough as a stop to count. Like. Oh, jeez. They ended up right together. Kleibrink attacks really strongly off the line, too. Previous times Luperi stepped back, and him standing still might have actually surprised Kleibrink there a bit. I'm not sure if the halt was for core or for someone hitting, but... Actually, given where they're starting, it might be because Kleibrink stepped off the strip and lost a meter. Kleibrink again marches. Luperi takes the blade, steps in for the riposte, goes off target though. A little bit dangerous actually to step forward that early in the parry riposte. Oh, wow. Simple reaction by Kleibrink. Luperi attacks off the line. Kleibrink just sweeps it in 6 and flicks him in the shoulder. That's, given how smooth that felt, it may have actually been, there may have been some tell there by Luperi that clued Kleibrink in to do that right off the line. Because previously off the line, he's done nothing but just make that strong attack or just march or retreat. Don't know what the holdup is now. I can imagine that Luperi wants a bit of a break after that one just to reset himself. Here we go again. Again, strong attack off the line by Kleibrink, but can't hit. And that's... Really, that's still a touch. Again, that halt felt pretty late. And And it looks like Kleibrink may have done something to his hand. That is one danger if actions end up so close together with both fencers. You can run the risk of getting your blade tangled up and like contort your wrist in the wrong direction. It can be quite painful. Or just like bashing into each other guard to guard is also not that fun. So Kleibrink might take an injury timeout here. Still though, I'm pretty surprised that the referee let that, like, Kleibrink doubled over, grabbing his wrist, and then Luperi hit, and then the referee said halt. It felt a little late from the ref again. But, to be fair, you should never stop fencing until the referee says halt. So, that's just a hazard of the job. Okay, Luperi marches again. Breaks it up a lot with half retreats there. Kleibrink doesn't want to step in yet, though. Oh, gets the parry post off target. Yeah. Premature celebration by Luperi. Here we go again. Both stop, both go. Oh, man. Luperi's got that touch actually a couple times where Kleibrink is trying to close out in 4, just holding his blade there, and Luperi just pops him around the back of the head. It is kind of dangerous to keep your blade in one place and just wait for the riposte like Kleibrink has been doing. It's better to be proactive and maybe just try and remise to force him to go immediately. Kleibrink can't find a way through this time. He was earlier. Luperi finds remise off target and then goes flying off the strip. Okay. So before we saw Kleibrink was able to finish pretty short and just hit Luperi straight through his parry. That time not so much. And I feel like more often than not Luperi is going to be able to defend against that. Kleibrink escapes. Okay, that time he waited for Luperi to step in. And eventually Luperi got one light with something. I couldn't really tell what that was, honestly. Looks like Luperi's wrist is also bothering him a bit. That can happen when so many phrases end so close together. Okay, short attack by Kleibrink. Luperi, oh, tries to finish with the, I guess a flicking flesh there. Interesting move. I don't think he'll try that one again, to be honest. Okay, Kleibrink gives plenty of space. Luperi asks for a... Ooh. Might be cramping a bit here. Well, there are only 47 seconds left of the period, so if both fencers have a gentleman's agreement to, they might just fence slower. But nope, Luperi's still pushing hard. So is Kleibrink. Luperi with the stop at this time. Kleibrink, as you saw, his blade was nowhere close to being able to finish. Way back and forth. Very opportunistic by Luperi, but a little out of distance for a stop hit, honestly. Okay, Luperi keeps going pretty fast. Kleibrink tries another... no. I think Kleibrink was trying a stop hit there, but Luperi was coming so fast he couldn't really set it up well before he ran out of space. Lucky to get a parry post off target, though. Kleibrink pushes more. Oh, Luperi just runs right off the strip. Okay. So that's a 1 meter penalty. Potential there for maybe a card for stepping off to avoid a touch, because he was trying to run away from Kleibrink in doing so, but I don't think it was deliberate. Beat attack off target by Luperi. Again, Kleibrink is relatively out of space, so depending on how fast Luperi goes. Oh, okay. Again, not the best idea pulling your arm back right off the line against Luperi. He just finishes straight into it. Okay, Kleibrink keeps pushing. Luperi parries it, starts. Kleibrink takes it back. Gotta run, and oh, wow. Okay, Luperi was definitely rushing there. He hit off target. Kleibrink tried to twist, like, to the inside for some reason. I couldn't tell if Luperi was, like, fainting in that line. I'm not so accustomed to, but for lefty-lefty, twisting that direction doesn't seem very productive to me. Again, infighting, off the line, and eventually Kleibrink's remise off target. Yes, so many of these phrases are just off the line, both miss, and then start infighting. Oh, that is nice. Remise by Kleibrink. Long attack right off the line. As soon as Luperi parries, just go again. Pretty nice tactical change. We saw Kleibrink a lot of the time would make a strong attack off the line and then just wait for Luperi to do something afterwards. That's a pretty nice change. Okay. This is 2017, so slightly different non-competitivity rules than we have now. 17 seconds seems to be pushing it a bit, to be honest, but ref's gonna let that go. And we're 9-9. Pretty okay fencing by both fencers. Not like stellar, honestly. There's been a lot of actions that have just missed right off the lines. The leftiness might have something to do with it, and also the fact that both of these fencers are pretty well known for being hard to hit, especially at close distance. Luperi with his leaning on guard, and Kleibrink just being Kleibrink, honestly. So I'd say this is quite obviously anyone's bout. Personally, I feel like Luperi's been having a little bit more trouble in the off-the-line situation, except the most recent time when Kleibrink just pulled his arm way back. But Kleibrink's long attack off the line seems to be steering Luperi pretty well here. Also, Kleibrink's off the line parry post might make Luperi a little bit afraid to go super hard off the line, because he might just run into that sweep 6 flick that Kleibrink really likes. Okay, both fencers a little bit late to get back on guard, but here they are. Alright, here's the test. Looks good. Alright. Oh, interesting footwork. Luperi kind of goes, I don't know if there's a common term for that. I would call it like pitter-patter with both his feet before making a long lunge. Gets a touch too. Okay, Kleibrink takes the blade, starts. Oh no, he's not ready to finish. He was trying to counter time there, but too late, and Luperi sneaks in another touch. Okay, attacks off the line again. Luperi parries and starts very slowly. Kleibrink doing pretty passive. Oh, there we go. That's why. Okay. Being so passive on defense might have lulled Luperi into a false sense of security there, enabling him to blast in and surprise him. Gotta watch out for that always with the Germans in particular, but honestly, any fencer at this level. If they're being a little too calm, you almost always know something's up. It looks like someone's switching weapons again. I think it's Kleibrink. Referee does have his weight in his hand, so he is testing it most likely. Or going to. Also, again, psychologically, interesting time to have a break here. Right after Kleibrink getting a pretty nice counterattack. Maybe that's going to sink in for Luperi a little bit. On the other hand, maybe Luperi just has more time to think of more options against it. Though, to be fair, Luperi has, when he has attacked like that, it has always been a little bit on the fast side, which maybe makes it a little bit more vulnerable to that type of counterattack from Kleibrink. Even though that time Luperi was going slow. You like the fact... Oh no! Kleibrink missed the riposte. Again, trying a flick over the back, but Luperi gets a remise. Okay, Kleibrink gives up his attack. Now Luperi starts. Oh no, Kleibrink, he's having trouble getting away this time. Okay. That time tries another twisty counterattack. Again, Luperi goes behind the head as Kleibrink tries to step past on his inside. But off target this time. That has been a killer touch for Luperi, though, honestly. And it's not really a line that you often... Oh no, Kleibrink again misses the riposte. Asking for a video review to see if Luperi covered target with his mask. Okay. I wasn't really paying attention to that, so he very well may have. But yeah, it's not often you see that behind the head touch against the same-handed opponent, because the only target you really have available for it at that distance is the flank. But luckily, the way Kleibrink's been moving and trying to step past Luperi on the inside line, it's been right there. Okay, still a touch for Luperi. This is getting dangerous for Kleibrink. Again, not really in place to try to stop it there. And Luperi with the parry post. Oh no, it's all falling apart for Kleibrink right now. I would honestly say try that counterattack again for Kleibrink. Okay, parry post works too. Luperi may be a little bit overeager there. Oh no! Kleibrink stops and Luperi just blasts in. Yeah. The bout was very close right up until it wasn't, and Luperi just ran away in the second period with it. Very nice fencing by him. And yeah, pretty interesting kind of clash of styles here as we saw. Both fencers are pretty hard to hit, but Luperi is able to work the distance a little better, I think. And in general just have slightly more high percentage actions. Anyway, thank you guys very much for watching, and stay tuned for the next one. Given that the school term is starting up again, there's probably going to be fewer of these coming in the future, but I'll try my best to keep them coming as regularly as I can, within reason, of course. And, as always, stay sharp.